EA Sports. And we'll see Garrett Wilson. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Jets and the Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, a bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game? But you also have to be prepared. What are you going to wear? How are you going to keep yourself not only warm, but then be able to go out there and perform and be functional, and you're not running around with a parka on. So it is a very delicate balance between being comfortable and being functional, and the teams that handle those conditions, especially in pregame, tend to have the advantage once the game's kicked off.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch, and if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, is going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punch it away. Taken at the 19. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring a tight end in motion left. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Second down, Jackson. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Hey, go ahead. You at X.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll go right and find his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's into space past the 25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. He'll look to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The Ravens offense, and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. Second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shut up!
Kirk is the motion man. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Kirk is the motion man. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third and long.
It's third and 16.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 14-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Omar, ready? Sit up!
Third and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air one more time. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. On third down, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Now he's loose at the 40. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
A gain on the play of 73 yards. Joe Mixon. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
At the 11-yard line.
Danny, sit up.
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Danny, sit up.
Jackson now. That is caught, and he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Jets 1st down. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Evans. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case,
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's...
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flowers with the catch. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 40-yard line.
Kirk is the motion man. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They motion the slot man left. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they face second down and 7. Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here's 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up third
Throwing
down.
Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain on the
1st and 10.
and the Jets. First down.
Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it.
Down. New York.
He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal.
A big play for the Jets. And even 30 yards. Here's a run. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Now a signal, a timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll look to throw. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Jets first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The kicking team off for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. And out of the gun, he'll throw. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll stay on the ground, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Quick throw here is complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
Go.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Brings up second and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jets add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's so here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. One of the tight ends motions right. Jackson now to throw on first down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
16 yards. That's good. Baltimore Ravens.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Kirk is the motion man. Again, it's Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll be 3rd down. Jackson up top again. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Baltimore.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Your tight end motioning left here. to the air one more time with Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And they will finally run him down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Report. 13. Hey, middle. Sit on.
Again, it'll be Mixon. And this time, he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. The conversation is real. 17-0 can be seen on the horizon. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. He'll look to throw. He runs with it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First down, New York.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Jets will add 1 more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. A first down throw for Jackson. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Raven first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
That's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 45-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. No motion over Flowers. Jackson now on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. That one is good. And the Ravens will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And I don't think he got there with that one, only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at third down. So, this one a win for the visiting Jets. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.